Welcome back to Clan Voodoo. Yes, we have had a prolonged absence because I have had COVID.
And the Diamondbacks were in the World
And the Diamondbacks were the World Series.
I think that was
Championship
one.
series too.
Yeah, we were like, hey, we're gonna.
Very deep playoff.
Yeah, we were. We weren't planning for it. We were not planning for it. So we were very excited, but they didn't win.
Very excited. Hats off to the Rangers.
No, fuck them, dude.
You didn't get to celebrate in our pool. That's the only.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's very hard to get past those horses and the cavalry.
Yeah. We had knights out there with swords defending the pool. And
yes.
Derek, you got to see the World Series. You actually got to go.
I did.
Game 5.
I went to Game 5.
The game they lost, and it was over. The last game of that was the last game of this season.
Yes, and I saw the last game of Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in the Diamondbacks jersey.
That's not. Let's move on from this because you're just gonna make me upset.
Welcome back to Playing Voodoo. I'm your host Derek. Joining me, as always, Alex and Martin. I would say how you boys doing, but we just talked about the Diamondbacks, so let's just get straight into it. We just saw 2 castaways go home this episode. Which one do we want to talk about first? Which one shocked you more?
That's a
Seafood.
answer. Yeah.
I mean, we barely saw Seafood the whole season, so I was kind of like, who's this guy? They just vote off like.
He really wanted to be on the jury, dude.
Yeah, he really did, and it was just some guy they brought in. They're like, hey, let's bring him in. I haven't seen him the whole season, and then they vote him off. I was like, whatever. No, it was Caleb.
Caleb, after surviving the previous vote, playing a shot in the dark. Did not go his way this time. Didn't have any tricks up his sleeves.
Yeah.
To help him.
It's like what you said. Like once you have that, like first of all, like after last episode, he couldn't win the season unless he won out. Like it was that was such a huge move that you can't let this
Once
guy.
your name's been written down, it's easier to write that name down again.
That's true too, but you also can't let Caleb get to the end of that point now because his resume, he has probably the best resume from one vote.
Is it? I didn't look into it. Is that the most votes ever canceled out in a tribal council?
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Wentworth got pretty close.
Yeah. Hers was like 8 or something like that.
Yeah, but I think that's the only. You can't beat that unless you could have. Because Austin didn't vote.
Yes.
If Austin would have voted, you couldn't beat that. So 12 is the most at this point that you can get and negate it. But it was a good move either way. Mm-hmm. We should have watched that together, but
yes, I was the World Series. No.
Yeah. No, it was. But I just remember after seeing that, I'm like, hey, you can't win. You can't win now. No one's gonna let him. No one's gonna let him get to the end.
So let's talk about this episode a bit and what went down. So typically we see Survivor split into 2 tribes of 5 come the final 10 in this new era, and they switched it up on us this time around. They did 2 tribes of 6. I think Alex, I'll let you explain more why you think they did that, but possibly has to do with seeing what the first vote happens and what occurs.
Yeah, so it was a trend where the votes would be final 10. So it would be 2 groups of 5 voting, and then that second group that goes in would know who is on the jury. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times we saw that in season 43, we saw it in season 42, where those would dictate who was going to. Maybe even 41 had it, but I don't. That was Nasir and Evie though, so maybe not.
I don't think they sat in on the tribal council.
They didn't sit in, but
no.
I think Evie was voted off.
They saw that Nasir went.
Was it Nasir that got voted off first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but regardless, in 42 and 43, those votes were dictated because of who was voted off. So I think Survivor wanted to leave that mystery in there, and I think it. Who? So, Seafood went. Would that? Do you think it would have changed anything or no?
No.
Because that was the one Reba member that could go and no one would.
If anything, it probably would have strengthened. Hey, from Couture's standpoint, hey, they voted out of Reba. I can feel comfortable taking out Caleb here.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, that's why I think they got rid of it. But it's kind of annoying. It's like, why don't you just merge at 10?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just merge at 10. Why not? You know?
it would have been nice to see the swapped tribes dynamics play out a little more.
Yeah, they only got 2 votes with each other. Like, it's barely a swap.
And obviously the bonds didn't form that well because we saw Caleb go.
Yeah, no. Just why don't they imagine if they went to the 10? It would have been a much more like the bonds could have been stronger. I mean, Drew and Emily have seems like a fairly strong bond.
Mm-hmm. Although it seems, I mean, from what I've picked up on, she's more close knit, like tighter with Austin in that partnership.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows what's going on? But Drew's social game is better than a lot of people think.
It is. I forgot what his alter ego name is.
Basile. Yeah.
He has not said that name in since the first.
He hasn't had to. He's Drew. Basile hasn't need to come out yet.
Well, we need to see Basile here pretty soon because
maybe I don't know. I don't think he's in a bad spot moving forward.
No, but he needs to be thinking on his feet because we saw this episode. He went to tribal council and left camp without his advantage.
Yeah. But they usually don't do
the whole like
switching camps. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they do it in the final 10, so he thought he was safe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a Christian in 37 said that if you watch in the later episodes, you see like he walks really funny. It's because he kept having his idol in his shoe the entire time, and he's like, it was so annoying. But yeah.
What do you guys make of the immunity winners that we got for this episode? Did we get a little bit of foreshadowing with D earlier on in the season?
Yeah, I called it right when.
I mean, you called the final 2, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be D and Kelly. Like, and then you were, I don't know, you were saying Bruce and Jake or something.
I did not say Bruce. But yeah, fun episode. Man,
I can't believe Caleb got voted off.
Big move from Katsura.
He was like the main character.
He was
like the main character.
I know it was interesting because what backfired was him telling Katura about like the idol, because then that puts the doubt in her, and we thought it would backfire on Jake telling her.
It did backfire on Jake too. I mean, it didn't get him voted off, but yeah, no, man, they shouldn't have said anything.
No, they shouldn't have.
Yeah. So. Yeah, is there anything else you want to say about the episode before we get into I think the power rankings are going to...
Yeah, before we get into the power rankings, is there any other comments from, you guys haven't spoke? I mean, I haven't spoken for the last few episodes, too. You wanted to note about J. Maya or...
Oh, like the past couple episodes?
Yeah, who went? J. Maya and...
The episode before was Brando.
Yeah, Brando, anything?
No. They were barely on.
I mean, that's probably why they... didn't get that big of an edit.
Yeah, no, this is the biggest vote since Sabaya. Since the Sabaya vote, this is the biggest. I mean,
this is probably bigger than that one. Actually.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe the J Mile one was bigger only because
of how it happened.
Because Brando or Caleb played the idol. But Brando, I mean, who was he? I don't know who he was.
He liked
Sean quit.
Sean quit. You know, it's just.
I know you guys probably thought that we quit potting after Sean quit, but
yeah,
I promise we didn't.
Yeah, no.
You know, Sean could have won if he actually stayed in tribe.
Maybe, yeah.
He kept saying that in his exit interview, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about Sean. All right.
Okay.
Let's get into the power rankings.
Let's get into our power rankings. So as you guys know, once we hit the merge, we like to rank the castaways from least likely to win to most likely to win. So we're going to start from least likely to win. Now there's 10 castaways remaining.
And we might bounce around here too.
We're going to bounce around. We're going to give our thoughts. And yeah, just...
Caleb's not on his power ranking.
No, Caleb is not on the power
Caleb,
rankings. I thought he was we said Jesse.
He probably would have been like a top 3 in this power ranking if he had survived this vote.
Yeah, I think he would have been maybe top 2.
Yeah.
Wow, now we got... I don't think we were ready for this. Okay. So, who is at the bottom? I think there's...
Number 10?
Yeah, I think there's 3 people we can put there. I think there's 4... Okay, I think there's 4 bottom feeders.
I would pitch... I mean, this... I'm not going to say that name yet. I would say Kendra.
I'm going to think Bruce.
Yeah, I was thinking Bruce. I was thinking both of them, to be honest. I was also thinking Couture could be there.
And then Jake.
I was thinking Jake and Julie.
And Julie.
I think... So, who had the worst night tonight, you think? Like, the worst episode?
Jake.
Yeah, so...
But
I don't think that puts him at the bottom.
He has better standing like with Kelly, which is why I wouldn't. And then in my mind, Bruce has an idol, which is why I wouldn't want to
Bruce. People protect him out of just because he's a shield. No one. It doesn't seem like people like Bruce that much, except maybe Jake might like Bruce, and Jake's at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I don't think Kendra is at the bottom. I think she's close. Could you do 8 for Kendra?
No.
Really?
9 at the best.
She was in the majority tonight.
Where are you at, Martin, on it all?
So we threw out Julie. I don't think Julie is towards the bottom like a Kendra or a Bruce.
What did you say? 7? 7 for Julie?
Sure, 7.
Give or take. She's probably going to be around there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Julie's 7. There you go. We got the start at 7.
There you go.
And the bottom, I would put Bruce like 6.
Really? But no one wants Bruce.
I put the bottom 3 at it'd be somewhat of Kendra, Katura, and Jake.
The edit has said nothing good about Bruce.
Matt Theory.
Huh?
The Matt Theory.
I'm talking to people in the game. No one is saying, I love Bruce. I want Bruce to stay. Everyone is saying
Bruce loves Bruce. Bruce has 15 confessionals over the last 2 episodes. No one has more.
Yeah, but I don't think they're good confessionals. I think people are just talking mad shit about him.
And were Gabler's confessionals good?
Yeah, Gabler's are positive. Except for Ellie. Ellie was the only one that didn't like Gabler.
Gabler didn't come across as like he was disliked by a big group of people.
No, Gabler was actually Gabler was actually really liked. Like everyone said they liked Gabler, except for Ellie.
All right, I think it's probably best we give our bottom 3 and just go from there. Because I feel like there's a lot of.
So is Bruce like the holdup right now?
He wants to put him at 6. Bruce isn't 6. Bruce might be 10, 9. Here, this is what I'll say. Okay,
they're all like in the same tier.
So.
But I would put
Kendra 9.
I'd put Kendra last.
Where's Katora?
I'd put Katora ahead of Bruce.
Katora 6.
Sure. After this vote, sure.
Jake 8.
Yeah. Bruce 9, sure.
No. Bruce 10.
No.
Kendra 9.
No.
No, you don't think
One
so?
has an idol.
So? One has, like, no allies. Like, no one wants
They
to
both have no allies.
Kendra has allies. People want to work with Kelly.
Who?
Kelly. I think Drew's willing to work with her now.
No.
I think Bruce
I think she has a better path.
Bro, you hate Kendra.
I don't like Kendra, but she's just, like, objectively, she's in a better spot than Bruce. By far.
Fine.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't even know where Martin stands. Would you put Bruce at 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants.
I'll put
If
him.
you both put him at 10, then yes.
Okay, Bruce 10, Kendra 9. I think Bruce by far is in the worst spot.
So why do we think Kendra's at 9?
She's not in a good spot, but she's in a better spot than Bruce. I think
I don't think she's burned as many bridges as Bruce.
No, she
No.
has not.
Fair.
And she's also, she was willing, at least it seemed like she was willing to work. She's not holding on those vendettas like Bruce is too. That was another thing. Is like they're saying Bruce is holding on to vendettas.
Mm-hmm.
She's not. She was willing to work at least with Drew. I don't know. It didn't really show her talking with Emily much, right?
Bruce, like they asked her, hey, go and fix your stuff with Bruce for this vote.
And Bruce still didn't really want to do it,
Yeah.
but she was able to kind of talk to him. That's another thing. He's holding on to vendettas. She's not. She's playing the game smarter. Kelly likes Kendra more than Bruce, I think.
Kelly just needs numbers.
Yeah, and she's holding on to her number. We're going to talk to Kelly later. Kelly's in a really good spot. But Kendra 9, I think. I don't think she's a good spot. And the other thing, I think, I wouldn't say the word is spineless, but she really didn't force what she wanted tonight. And she really, really could have made a move against Bruce if she wanted to. But I think she listened to Kelly, and I think that's why she's pretty low. But yeah.
Number 8.
Jake.
It
Now,
was not a good night from him.
no. And we were talking about, I don't know, I think it might have been you, where
He had
Jake
a
could have,
premonition.
huh?
He had a premonition.
Jake could have jumped up to 4 or something tonight.
If it went his way tonight.
He could, if he
It would have been like 5. Yeah, maybe even 4.
He was trying to make a really complex move, I think, and I don't think he had the social capital pulled off. And I think he shouldn't have talked to Katora.
No.
I think what he said to Katora set her off, and that was it.
His only saving grace from him not being 10 is his relationship with Kelly.
Yeah, and I think he's actually much more socially
adept.
Yeah, he could probably figure something out. And he hasn't looked like a threat or annoyed enough people to where I think people are going to target him right away. So,
yep.
But it sucks. Like Jake's actually seemed like going in he would be like a really interesting character.
I know, that's why I drafted him first.
Yeah, but they really haven't shown much of him, you know.
He's been falling on his face. He fell on his face tonight.
Yeah, and whenever he walks in the sand, they make him look so fucking goofy, dude. He was kind of like a Sifu, where Sifu really should have had more content, it seemed like, but they really just never gave him any confession. Like, he could have been like a coach-like character, and they were just like, no, let's not show Sifu. Let's not show Jake. You know why? Because they're not important to the story. But neither was Caleb. Caleb
Fair
really,
enough.
in the grand scheme of things, is not that important to the story. Except First juror, but I mean, besides that big move, maybe on Lulu he was a big character, but in the grand scheme of things, no.
I mean, if a certain person gets far in this game and goes to the end, maybe in that grand scheme of things, he's a big character.
What, like Emily you're talking about?
Yeah.
But like, you would focus more on Emily, not him. I don't know. Maybe it's like a master apprentice kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Qui-Gon versus Obi-Wan. I don't know. Obi-Wan, Anakin. I don't know. You didn't watch Star Wars, huh?
No.
You didn't watch Star Wars, huh?
Well, I know those characters.
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
I know the reference. I know the reference.
Okay. You don't know Qui-Gon.
I don't know Qui-Gon.
It's Liam Neeson. But yeah. So let's go to 7. Did anyone else have anything to say about Jake?
No, I think you said it all.
Oh, cool. Martin?
Yeah, I think you covered it.
Oh. Martin, what do you think about Julie at 7? She was your last pick. Yeah. And really should have been. That was a good
Great
project.
Pick by you.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do anything.
It wasn't a pick. It was she fell to you.
It just fell in my lap.
Yeah, and she's not going to win. However, I think we can all agree she did not deserve to go last in the draft. Okay.
No.
And that's been a common theme with who goes last.
Yes.
For the most part, or pretty close. So 10. What do you think about Julie's game?
So I don't think she wins, but she's in a pretty good spot to make it, I think, farther than a lot of us thought she would.
Yeah.
I could maybe say like a 0 vote finalist. Is that out of the realm of possibility?
I would disagree because, as far as we know, she's currently aligned with 3 other Reba members, those being Austin, Drew, and Dee.
She's in that Reba 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the last of Reba. Reba's out. Besides those 4.
But they took out the ones that aren't important to Reba, like
that were on the outside.
I would currently have her on the lowest rung out of those 4 for potentially winning. Maybe not socially, she might be a little higher. But if she were to make it to the end and say the others weren't there, I could see her getting their votes. So I wouldn't say she's a 0.
I think she would get Dee's vote. Mm-hmm. I think for sure she would get Dee's. I don't know if she would. Maybe Austin's. I don't think she would get Drew's.
Do you think Dee would take her? And that's like...
Yeah, I think Dee would take... Because I think Dee thinks she can beat Julie.
Well, Dee could just take credit for any move that Julie tries to play out.
Yeah, I don't...
Because it's always
like
been
the move
too.
How Dee voted Sifu.
I don't see Julie beating Dee.
No.
So I think Dee would take Julie to the end. But I think Dee would also vote for Julie at the end. And we'll get into this too about now, since there's a jury, we can also kind of say, hey, who's going to get the most votes at the end? Kind of now too. Because I think one vote is locked up almost if someone gets to the end.
Yes.
But yeah. Anything else you have to say about Julie, Derek?
She's in a good spot. She did see her name come up twice as tribal council, so that's something to monitor. Because, like we just said earlier in the episode,
once you get a vote on you,
once your name's written down, it's easy to write down again.
Yeah.
Although,
does everyone have a vote now? Is there no like perfect game anymore?
Drew got a vote, right? Did Austin? Has Austin got? No, I don't think Austin's got a vote yet.
So it's Austin still in the mix.
Austin's still in a perfect game. Did Kendra hasn't gotten votes, right?
Kelly hasn't. There's quite a few.
Yeah, there's still people in the Did Bruce get any votes yet? I don't think Bruce has got any. No, he did. Did he get votes tonight?
I'll pull up.
Yeah, no, Bruce did. Bruce got the votes tonight. Yeah,
Bruce got one.
He's not in a perfect game anymore.
Okay.
Man, imagine if he got to the end and swept the jury. He'd be like, "Oh, we were one vote away from a Bruce perfect game, dude."
Gabler was off by one.
Yeah, I know. That's like if you would have told me Gabler almost was one vote away from a perfect game, I would have punched him in the face, dude.
The only players remaining in the game to receive votes are D, Drew, Bruce, and Julie.
What about Emily? She didn't get any?
Emily's had votes.
No.
Really?
No.
Well, most of the people on her tribe quit.
Yes.
So
Exactly. Only 4 people.
Well, no.
So
Emily had a vote last episode and like the revote.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Emily as well. I just missed that one.
All right.
Yes, Emily as well.
All right.
So there's still 5 people.
All right. So
that have
half
not
the
received a
cast.
vote.
Yeah, Jake didn't get any votes. So yeah, the perfect game is still possible. I just don't think it's gonna happen because you would need Bruce to win.
Yeah, it's Jake, Austin, Katura, Kelly, and Kendra.
Yeah, none of them are gonna win. I think those are all bottom. Those are all on the bottom of the range.
I mean, not Kelly, but we'll get.
Oh, Kelly might. Yeah. Okay. So
7 was Julie.
yep.
Before we recap our bottom 4, let's just get through 6. I think this person's in a similar tier, at least in my perspective.
Couture.
Katura.
Yeah, her edit. Finally, you get some actual like strategic content from her tonight that wasn't involving Bruce. Because her whole character has been
Bruce.
Yeah, let's get out. I hate Bruce. That's been her whole character.
Yep. All the confessionals.
Yeah, which besides the first episode where she kind of seems sneaky, but it sucks. She could have been one. I think she's a fairly more interesting character than some other people, but she just it seems like they're trying to build up this. And that was another thing why I didn't think Bruce or her were going to go tonight, because they've been building up this like rivalry between these two, and it's like, why would they not? You would just have them go tonight without the rivalry taking like a climactic.
Though.
Huh?
It's happened in the past. Because like the big one was Tori and Roxbury a couple seasons ago, and they both went the same night. They did like a double tribal.
That is true.
So like that was kind of like the end to that one.
I was just thinking it would be more like an Ellie Gabler one, like a big climactic like.
She's made one of the bigger moves of the season, though. She just took out Caleb.
Yeah, that is.
And I don't know if we talked about it in this episode or if we talked about it just post-episode before the pod. But we were talking about how there wasn't like a big edit for Caleb to go home. And I don't know why I just thought of it. There actually was an edit because they showed Katura painting the flag and she wrote Caleb's name with a smiley face on it. So that was like foreshadowing of her writing his name down tonight.
Oh, that is good. That is good foreshadow. Oh, yeah.
Do you guys remember that now that I bring it up?
I remember seeing his name on the flag.
Oh, wow. That's really good, Derek. Wow. I'm surprised you remember that. That was like a...
I don't know why I just thought of it, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. That is actually really interesting. First of all, let's go back to what the hell they named their tribe, dude.
I don't know.
Like, what is it? It's like, I don't even know what it's pronounced. And I feel like if I say something, it's going to come off as offensive. So, I mean, whatever.
They never showed it either.
Yeah, no,
usually like there's a scene where it's like, hey.
That was old school Survivor. I think they stopped doing that after the Dirty 30 because they named their tribe Merca. I'm not kidding. Their tribe name was Merca. And that
what was that one? I have to go watch that now.
Season 30? Look it up. Okay. It was Mike Holloway, some hick from Texas. He's like, we need to name our tribe Merc. And they did. They went along with it.
So Jeff would say,
Daku Waka.
Yeah, and then there's a couple bad ones. There's a good idle out video on the worst merch and no bags on it.
Yeah.
Merca. Dabu is one of them, and it was from like some like Final Fantasy character. There were some bad names. I don't even know what this one is. Did they say what it means?
Let me look it up real quick. But it's Daku Waka.
Daku Waka.
It's Fijian mythology. It's a shark deity.
If I had to guess, that probably came from like Sifu.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool image, shark deity.
But that was kind of cool.
Is that a shark?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Appears as a fierce sea monster guarding the islands.
Oh,
Greatly respected by fishermen.
who the fuck looked at? Were they told to do that, or did someone know about that going in?
People usually like Google and
It's probably
These
part of
are
like the like prepping for going out there. It's like, oh, I
Yeah,
have to
like
know some of this stuff for tribe names.
Yeah.
and maybe that's the one imprint that Sifu leaves on the merge tribe because, as we mentioned, he will not be on the jury.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if he did come up with that name,
Sucks for him, man. But whatever.
so let's recap our bottom 6. So starting at 10, that would be Bruce. 9, Kendra. 8,
Jake.
7, Julie, and 6, Katura.
Alright, so before we go on, any of these people have a shot of winning?
The bottom 5?
Yeah, any of them have any remote shot of winning? You think? No.
I'd put them in. Yeah, there. Katura's an outside chance, maybe.
Katura's an outside chance.
She really needs. She stepped it up this episode. But
Jake out.
yeah.
Bruce out. Kendra out.
Yeah.
Julie out. So Katura. So I think then we have a good ranking at that point. That the one that I think might have an outside shot is at 6.
Mm-hmm.
She's wild card. She's a wild card player. She's like a lovable band of desert snakes that made it into the playoffs and just
like if we see her play
fumbled
a game
up
now, if we see her play a game where she works with Reba for a few episodes, works with Bella, like just plays the middle a bit, how we thought Lulu was going to be with Caleb and Emily, then yeah.
They would just have to kick her edit into high drive.
Yeah.
And because her only character was wanting to get Bruce out and Bruce being annoyed. So they would really have to really make her seem like a real person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she's not playing a bad game, I don't think. Alright, so
Top 5.
now who do you want to put here, Derek? Because I feel like you're going to say the wrong answer.
Just for the audience, who we have remaining.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
We have Dee.
Austin.
We have Austin.
Drew, Kelly, and Emily.
We have Drew, Kelly, and Emily.
Yeah. Alright. So
I would put Austin here.
that was my instinct as well. I was thinking Austin. Soft episode for him tonight. Very soft. Did he have even a confessional? Or
yes.
How many?
Everyone had a confessional.
Did he have only one?
I have it open. 1 second. Yes. Well, only one.
Yeah, and I don't even remember what it was. I think it was not too important. So, Martin?
So is Austin this season kind of like Drea from a couple seasons ago, where
just a whole bunch of idols,
holder of like advantages and idols,
and just not gonna play them?
He's gonna play
them.
them.
Get used.
I think he plays them.
Really? Because I feel like the more advantages you have, I feel like the more you're like, I want to hold on to these for as long as it's like.
Well, he has an idol now, right?
Yeah.
Full-fledged idol, the amulet.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, doesn't he have something else?
No, that's all he has. Drew has the Leave Tribal.
And then he also has the Goodwill one, right? Is that something else?
No, yeah, that's something else. That's
What's the one
it was given to Drew from Caleb.
Yeah,
The
that's
Leave Tribal.
okay. But didn't he get something also when he went to the island?
No.
Yeah, he did. He went to the island and got something.
Well, that was the journey thing that they do.
Yeah, remember?
That was a amulet, right?
That was Austin. I'm talking Drew.
Oh, Drew.
Oh, Drew has something else?
Yeah. Drew has the Leave Tribal Council, and then he went to the island. Did he get an idol too?
Like the puzzle thing?
Yeah.
Is it an extra vote?
Was it an extra vote?
Oh, no, it was your restore vote.
Oh.
Restore.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he can restore vote. Did he use that already?
No.
They used it for Austin, didn't they?
Oh, they might have. Yeah.
See, this is the problem with these fucking advantages. There's so many advantages. I can't even keep track of them.
There was a tribal where I think he had to like sacrifice his vote, or he lost.
It was
his
the
vote.
first time they went to tribal when they needed Emily. When they tried to flip Emily on a brand.
Alright. So Drew has the Leave Tribal without voting.
Yeah.
He has the Jeremy advantage.
Yeah.
And then Austin has 2.
Yeah. Alright. But I would just say based off the edit.
I think Austin's wanting to push himself in. He's trying to push himself into the crowd. He's like, "Hey, D, you're making yourself a big target now. You just won immunity.
Yeah.
He's really putting his alliance members on the chopping block before himself.
And it was also I think it was Jake and Couture also saying he's a scared player too. Like he's kind of.
That was their target if the vote was split.
Yeah, like I guess the word weasel.
Yeah, you know who was a scared player? Sorry to interrupt, but what it reminds me of?
Cochran.
I was gonna say Alec from Theory vs. Goliath. Him and Allison, they could have both made the move. Hey,
Alec wasn't scared. Alec was playing with house money. He was voting off whoever he wanted, dude. He wasn't playing scared.
But they had the choice to jump with the Davids, and they chose not to.
He wanted to.
But he chose not to.
Because no one wanted. None of the Goliaths wanted to.
I would throw that label on Allison more than Alec.
Allison was. Yeah, Allison was.
Okay.
Allison was like, hey, she's going to make a big move eventually.
And she kept saying that.
Yeah.
Like forever and ever.
That I actually agree with. But she was never like someone that was like throwing people under the bus. I think Cochran, if anything, fit that like from season 23 was someone that was actually like, hey, Daniel a couple seasons ago where he's like, I'm not going to Rocks. Mm-hmm. That's someone the very
Fair.
Austin type play.
Fair. And then also I think having him at 5 compared to the other 4. Reason being, I know there's 2 people with this power, but the amulet puts a target on your back.
It does.
I think that we'll save that person's name, but I think that other person.
Well, okay, we'll get out of the way. Kelly, she's probably number 2. I think
she's gonna get farther in the game than he will.
And the other problem with that is like he voted off Jay Maya, which is probably one of the only 3 of the 3 that he could probably potentially work with. Now I think there's the Bello. Or is it still Bello Reba, you think? Or is it the line's too blurred at this point?
Well, it's still Reba. I think those are.
Well, it's going to be the Reba 4, but
for a while.
Is Bello connected?
Or Bruce is the linchpin, essentially.
Because Couture is out of that now. I guess she might. Because Couture and Jake aren't going to work together now.
No.
So.
And Jake and Bruce are probably still going to work together.
And Couture and Bruce are not going to work together.
So Kelly's like the divider.
Yeah, she could flip either way.
Trying to bring everyone together.
I don't think she's going to be able to now. I think the 2 guys, Jake and Bruce, are going to be with each other, and I think Couture and Kendra, and I don't think they're going to work together at this point. So I don't think
Kelly better talk to Emily.
I don't think Kelly and Emily have that good of a relationship. Seems like, and they're going to have to duke it out eventually.
So yeah, I think Austin at 5 is fitting.
Yeah. All right.
Number 4. I mean, I pitched number 5. I'll let you guys pitch out who you guys think.
10.
Number 4.
I'll let you do 4.
I think we're in agreement on the top 5.
Yeah. No. I mean,
in order.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I want to see who he says.
I'm gonna throw out Drew for 4.
Yep.
I was exactly thinking. Yeah. All right.
I feel like Austin and Drew are just. They're not neck and neck. Drew is like a step ahead, but they're not too far off either.
Yeah, but I can see Drew overplaying before Austin.
Yes.
If that makes sense. I think Drew's in a better spot, but I think he could overplay and go before Austin. Mm-hmm. I don't see Austin overplaying. Like he's a scared player. I think Basile will come out and be like, you know what? It's time to vote off everyone tonight, and then try to make a big move or something like that.
Like I don't know if this is the right term, but like is Austin does Drew have Austin in his back pocket for a lot of this stuff? So that's like the leader in that duo, you know.
I don't know.
I think Austin's more the leader.
I
think people are willing to tell Austin more things than they are Drew.
But like if there's
but I think Drew comes up with the ideas and Austin tends to follow.
Yes.
So like if there's a move to be made, it's Drew coming up with it and Austin's going to
it's going to be made. There's 10 castaways left and they're in an alliance of 4. Like, the numbers they're going to want the numbers here pretty quick.
But Drew's social game is actually much better than I think people are saying.
Yes and no, but the only reason
because Kendra was coming to him to talk.
Yes, but like to get out Brando for that vote, they needed Austin.
Well, no, they needed Emily.
Well, Emily wasn't swayed by Drew, is what I'm saying. She needed reassurance from Austin.
Sure, but like tonight, Kendra was talking to Austin to get out Bruce, and Drew almost convinced Kendra to get Bruce back out. and keep Sifu.
Yeah.
But I think he didn't really care if Sifu stayed or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But yeah, I agree. I think he's 4.
Yep. And then top 3.
Top 3, the ladies. The ladies.
The ladies that I neglected in our draft.
Yeah, that is not good for you.
Yeah.
So, which one of them is first? 10? Or which one of them is third? Which one of them is not going to win?
Number
Or
3
less likely.
is the one with 3 letters in their name.
And the big toes.
And the big toes. D. Big D.
Big D.
Not a good episode for her tonight, though. She didn't seem really flexible. And she kind of seemed a little...
I mean, she was flexible. That's how she wanted me to be.
Yeah, but I'm talking strategically. And
I think what you see here is she'll come off, not here, but in the future, just like...
Brash.
Cocky.
Cocky.
She's
abrasive.
And that's going to rub people the wrong way.
Yeah, she was really cocky. I remember when she's like, we could have worked together.
Or that, but they're just like hey, it's Caleb and that's it.
Yeah,
that's
so she's, very cocky, very brash. And, I think...
Abrasive.
Which worked here because she had like the numbers of Julie and...
Austin.
Yeah, Austin. Yeah, number 5. You remember Julie?
Yeah.
But and it was, she was also very like hard-headed, I think too.
She
like, hey, we're gonna, but she, I don't know, it wasn't a good episode for her.
No, I'd love to see her and Bruce go against each other in a vote. That'd be pretty entertaining.
Well, now she has the troops for her. She has Katora.
Yep.
And I don't think it's going to take much convincing for Katora to go off Bruce.
Yeah, and get Kendra. Boom.
And it seems like they want to do a girls' alliance coming up. Well, who knows? I mean, they're also talking about the auction being there. I can see.
Oh, man. Don't even get me started about the auction.
I can see Jeff pulling that away, too. Psych, you thought there was going to be an auction? Fuck you guys.
I'll get to that later in the episode. I do want to talk about that a bit.
What, the auction?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about the auction a little bit. Okay, so number 2.
Kelly.
Yeah. Even though Emily had a softer episode tonight, not a lot of Emily content, she's still like just they're building her up as the main character.
Yep.
But I could see her not winning at this point now, because I think they're building up Kelly more and more each episode.
I've been telling you.
Yeah. And that's all I got at this point. I got Kelly and Drew, and I don't think Drew's winning, but I think Kelly could squeak a win out. But they are just building up Emily so much. I see her almost resembling more of a Carolyn type of winner.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
She has a very strong growth at it, which we haven't seen since 33, in my opinion.
Interesting.
Why? Who would you say?
Huh?
Who would you say for growth at it?
No, I was just thinking of who that was.
David Ray?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very powerful growth at it. I think Emily has it.
I mean, I would say Davey.
No, Davey's not. No, not even close. He didn't have a growth at it. If anything, Carl did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Davey.
I don't know if there's much to say about 2 and 1, with that being 2 Kelly and 1 being Emily. It's pretty self-explanatory at this point. Kelly's in a. It's weird. They're both like in They're both in very good positions, but I don't know who's their counterpart. Like who. They don't really have anyone left in the game that I can say, hey.
But that could be a good thing. Now they're not in a pair.
They don't have anyone that's the ride or die.
I'll say Kelly may be in a more powerful position, but I think she's also a more precarious one.
Yes.
I think she is having to handle a lot of. Looks like she's at the
tribe
top.
dynamics with Bella.
Yeah, and she's trying to hold everyone together. She's
Jake and Bruce on one side, and then Kelly. Kendrick and Tara on the other.
She's like Robert Baratheon in a way. She's trying to hold everyone together, and she knows she can't.
And like just to point out, because you saw it here with the challenge where Emily was the first one to go, Kelly won.
Yeah.
Like that sometimes paints a target on your back where you're like the winner, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, if Kelly's gonna keep winning and Emily doesn't.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's Emily's strategy, but I do get what you're saying.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying though.
Yeah, but Emily is also like she's not in this precarious. She's at the bottom, kind of. She doesn't have a lot of strong allies, but that's also good because she's a vote.
Yep.
She's someone you could pull in. Where Kelly is someone who has to, at this time, kind of control the vote. She has to play with power, where Emily can kind of play with house money in a way.
We got to see a better episode from Emily though. Next episode, otherwise, I can't justify having her at 1.
No, I don't think she's ready for 1 yet.
I'm saying Emily.
What?
Like, it has to be better next episode, otherwise I don't know if I can justify having her at 1.
Drop her down a little.
Yeah. It's been rough the last few.
Yeah, the last episode wasn't bad for her.
It wasn't terrible. But...
So I think it was really good because when she goes to tribal council and she talks, she used to seem like a bitch.
Yeah, to put it bluntly.
But now she doesn't. She doesn't seem like a jerk. She seems actually very smart, and it's not like her like what she's saying has changed. It's just
she has a better grasp on how to present it.
Yeah, and I think people actually really like her now. So yeah, I'm proud of Emily. I don't want her to win because I don't want. Well, you won last season, and it's not right that your first round pick won. Okay.
Doesn't sit well with me.
No, it does not.
Like, I didn't even have a chance to draft her.
Well,
yeah, you did.
I could have waited, right?
Oh yeah, you could have really waited.
She was last on my board.
I was not looking to draft her at all. Now she's probably the best player. It was like, I can't believe it. Yeah, no, she's so far is the best first overall pick or first round pick. Second being Sammy.
Well, Jake is still in here.
Yeah, but Jake's not right.
Yeah, he's not. I'm just pointing out. We've had some bad luck with.
All right, wrap up the episode. Real quick, let's talk about the draft auction. I should say, auction's coming back.
For that, we think.
We think.
Jeff could easily be like, "Hey, we're not actually having an auction." Yes, you guys are fucking idiots. Think I was going to bring the auction back?
Or like,
one question I want to ask you guys.
You know, it's an hourglass again.
Which player is most likely to buy themselves out of the auction?
Drew. You know, if a sandwich pops up, Austin is like 500. I'll put my fucking amulet down for that.
How do you think it like changes though? Because like the big thing was people would hold out until the final few like advantages.
Well, Martin, we've since they have not had the auction since season 30, we've seen Australian Survivor have the auction, and they've been more creative hiding the advantages within food or like candy jars.
Yeah, the Shawnee one. So Jeff's gonna have to say something like, basically, at the start he'll be like, "Hey, the whatever advantage it is could
it's
be
hidden."
Yeah, idle advantage in a challenge, whatever it is. He says,
if there is one.
Yeah, he's gonna have to say it's hidden in like food or something.
Or he might say that there's none.
Yeah, you know what I would really like? I would like if Jeff's like, "Hey, we're gonna do the advantage at the end or something," or say that at the start. And then, but he does food and everything, and then he's like, "Okay, auction's done, no advantage," and just fuck everyone that was waiting for it.
So now, last question about the auction: who do you think is the least likely to eat?
All right, who's really?
Is it all going to be food? You think it's going to be like, oh, here's a shower, here's a bathtub?
I would like to see shower again. Yeah, shower was, or a bathtub. Yeah. But I don't know if they want to do it again because Susie pooped in the bathtub.
Well, that, and she didn't use the whole time either.
Because she pooped in it. Yeah, I like to see a bath again, or a bed. Remember they did beds? They did, in Guatemala, they did a mosquito net. Because people kept getting bit. People bought that. Like, they were putting like $300 down for that mosquito net, dude. It was bad. And then, are they going to do the loved ones, where they write a letter?
Letters.
Yeah, from home.
They've usually just been hiding it for like...
Well, that's also what broke it.
Yeah.
That's also what broke, because the Dirty 30. The Dirty 30 also broke that shit, man. Because they figured out that if there's the letters, whoever...
They'll let you match.
Yeah, they'll let you match. So if someone just bets down 20, everyone else will get it for 20. And I would like Jeff to also pull... Jeff's too old. He's a grandpa or something now. He's too old, so he won't do, like, pretty volatile shit like that. But I would like to be like, oh, well, no one... Someone bet 20, no one else gets it.
Just bring... I don't know. Make it a little ruthless. Have someone buy something that lets you just steal their meal, like that they're already maybe eating.
No, he's not going to do that. He's too nice now. He wants people to be like, this is an experience you'll have forever. He used to be he used to be a bastard to these people. I miss that Jeff, where he used to tell people, hey, you're acting like a fucking idiot. He used to be so ruthless. It used to be so fun. Now it's kind of just corny.
All right, I don't think we need to really...
Sanctuary.
I don't think we need to really cover best move, worst move of the episode. But let's just get into who we think's the next food's going to be.
Oh, man.
To wrap up this episode.
Who fucking knows now? Jake's not in a good spot. I'll say that. Bruce ain't in a good spot. Seems like they're trying to do a all-women's alliance.
Yeah. That's the preview, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been saying Bruce for like several episodes. For the whole season, essentially.
But usually when it says previous episode stuff, that's a red herring. They usually, whoever's they say is going to be the target's not going to go.
But I do remember a preview for this episode with Dee saying, hey, I want Caleb. And it happened.
No, that's true, yeah. Huh? Who fucking knows? I don't know.
I'm going to go Bruce.
I'll go Katora.
Interesting.
I'll say Bruce.
Oh, cool. Mark. Right. Yeah, you just fall like a sheep.
We think a Bella member goes. Thank you for you guys for listening. I know this is a longer episode. Apologies, but we did have a long layoff. Yeah. We promise not to take 2 weeks off again. Thank you for listening.
No one's going to the...
No.
There's no sports.
Baseball,
yeah, you know, no one's going to the
Shout out to Phoenix Suns. Shout out to Arizona Coyotes.
Cardinals ain't going to go anywhere.
Shout out to Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray returning this week.
Kyler Murray's back.
Yeah. We need to lose.
We can double our win. Yeah, we can double our win total if we win this week.
We need to lose though.
Oh, you need the Texans.
Be sure to follow us on Spotify or YouTube, wherever you're listening.
That's where Stroud plays, right?
This is Plan Voodoo. Where's Split Vote? Not safe.